Okay, so today you are going to be working in groups and you are going to be practicing mean, median, mode, and range. That's what you should have been working on last week. So we're going to quickly review. Raise your hand and tell me, what does mean mean? What does mean mean? One word. There's one word. And you have a foldable that you can look at if you need to. So definitely get that foldable out and look at that if you need. Aiden. Means the average. So Aiden, how do you find the mean? Say it one more time. Right, so you have to add up all your numbers and then divide it by that amount of numbers in your data set. So if I have 5 numbers in my data set, what am I dividing by? Yes, sir. 5. If I have 12 numbers in my data set, what am I going to divide by? Yes, sir. 12. So just keep that in mind when you're going through this activity today. All right, what does the median mean? Why are you talking? Move now so that I don't have to speak to you again. Move now. Get up, move somewhere. Right here. Yes. Yes. So when you're finding the median, you're finding the number in the middle. And just like Todd said, least to greatest for all of these, mark them off front to back, so you get to the middle. What happens if you have 2 numbers in the middle? No. Yes, so you have to add them and divide by 2. So those 2 numbers, when you add those 2 numbers together, do we use this as our median at all? No, they are not our median. They're adding up and dividing by 2. That number becomes your median. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying is, let's say our numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. We would add these up. We would get, what, 2.5? That would equal our median. This one and this one are not our medians. This one is our median. Does that make sense? What about mode? What does mode mean? What does mode mean? Yes, ma'am. Most. So can you have no mode? Can you have no mode? Okay, so you can have no mode. Can you have one mode? Can you have more than one mode? All right, what happens if you have 3 numbers that appear the same amount of time? You have what? Then all 3 of them are going to be your mode. All right, and then range. What is range? What is range? So the highest and lowest number, you said what? Right, so you're subtracting those 2. So your highest number and your lowest number, you're going to subtract. Whatever number you get, that is your range. So those are the things that you are going to be practicing today when you're planning or doing this activity. So you are actually not going to be using your iPads. I went ahead and printed out the sheets that you're going to need just because I don't want you guys to be tempted to be doing something else when you need to be practicing this, because this is a huge part of statistics. So when you get your papers today, did I read this on the table? I sure did. Yes, the smaller stack. It says what's in the cards when you go get them with her. So when you get your pack today, I apologize, I forgot them on the back table. Everybody is going to be doing this in your notebook. You're not going to be writing on these papers. you are gonna get a stack of cards, which I will give you in a minute. And the people that you're sitting with or together, that's the group that you're gonna be working with today. You know, it's Monday, technology doesn't work today, nothing else will work today. Love it. Okay, see this one. I do not know why it's not. Alright, so this is your example page. So that we're gonna go through this together so that you guys know exactly how to do this activity today. So you're exploring the mean, median, mode, and range. We just talked about those. You'll get a deck of cards, you have a piece of paper, and you have a pencil. Some of you guys will be getting calculators, some of you will not. So you take 7 cards from your deck and you pass it out to each player. Sorry, I lied. You take 7 cards from your deck and you lay them face down on your table. So you just have your 7 cards face down and you just put it in the middle of your table or the middle of your group so you can see. Now, you have an ace equals 1, so that's 1 point, and face cards equal 10. There's no jokers, there's nothing like that. So a jack, a queen, and a king are 10. Does that make sense? And then obviously 2 through 9 equal what? 2 through 9. So whatever the face card, so like let's say this card is going to be equal to what? It's going to be equal to 10. This card is going to be equal to what? 8. So whatever the face card is, if it's one of these, you just take that value. The jack, queen, and king are 10s, and the ace is 1. So keep that in mind. So for your first step, each time you're going to find the mean. It tells you exactly how to find the mean on your handout that you're going to get for your group. So it says find the mean of a set of numbers, add all the values together, and divide by the number of values in the data set. So they're adding it up, they get 31, they divide it by 7. Why did they divide by 7? Yes, ma'am?
Because that's how many cards are there?
Right, that's how many cards are there. So, and they rounded it, there's lots and lots of decimals here. Obviously, we don't want you to do this many decimals. But they rounded it up, and their mean is 4 and 4 tenths. Step number 2, you're going to find the median. So it says find the median of a set of numbers, arrange the values in order from least to greatest, and find the middlemost number. If there is an even number of items in this set, then the median is found by taking the mean or average of the 2 numbers in the middle, which we talked about that. Bless you. Step number 3, you're finding the mode, so which one appears the most, obviously. And then step number 4, you're finding the range. So you take the biggest number minus the smallest number, and you get your range. Any questions about the directions? She probably cannot find those, but she should.
You want me to go?
She didn't get lost.
Does it look like that on the?
Yeah, it's double-sided, so like the directions are on one page and then the rest. So this is what yours is going to look like. Again, you're not writing on these at all. This is just kind of, you put your 7 cards out, you all do the work to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. The next one, you're doing 8 cards. Next one, you're doing 9 cards. Last one, you're doing 10 cards. Then you have a bonus, if you get to that. If you don't, it's not a big deal. But your bonus, it says, can you find the mean, median, mode, and range of the entire deck of 52? Did you find it?
Yeah, it was taking forever, not fault.
No, you're good. So the entire deck, thank you, of 52 cards. So you would essentially have to add up all these cards and divide it by what? 52. So if you're up for that challenge and you get there and you want to give it a try, definitely give it a try. Are there any questions with the activity that you were doing today? No? We're good? Okay, let me pass these out. Maybe. So there's. I can't count. Alright, so that way. There you go. Yeah, the Decker cards are done. So as soon as you get your papers, and you guys can just follow the circle. As soon as you get your papers and your Decker cards, definitely get started so you get the most time possible. If you have questions, please, please, please raise your hand and ask for help. Do not sit there all confused and unsure what to do. There are two of us in here that can help you. Do not ask me that. Yeah, it's probably a little short.
Hola.
Is there anybody who did not get a set of papers? Here, use this chair so you can all. What do you need, sweetie? You can only use this to check your answers. You can't use it to respond.